Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know who it is, Dre, Reg, your favorite North Carolinians. We are back off a long Memorial Day weekend. Sorry we didn't drop an episode last week, but as we usually say, life happens, things happens, and we definitely meant to get one in, but it didn't happen that way. But we are definitely back and here to drop an episode and just rock out with y'all. But what up with you, my man? How you doing? What's good with you? How was your Memorial? Well, we're gonna say your long holiday weekend.
I like that. I'm good, man. In good spirits, dog. Counting down days, man. Next week I go pick up Lil Man. So I'm excited about that. Man, the long weekend, it definitely was long, but definitely needed, bro. Got a little R&R time, man. Mm-hmm. Now to the point now where I'm working, I really needed to get a whole bunch of shit done throughout, but shit happens. But I'll say I had a good weekend.
Okay. That's what's up. Before we get into the weekend, the holiday, I was looking through some shit, doing some research. I don't know. I just went down a rabbit hole off of something that was sent to me, and basically how Memorial Day was started by a black woman, and it was just specifically for black soldiers that was killed in wartime.
No shit.
And the reason why she started doing that, like she started going to graves, burial sites for black soldiers in Charleston, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Because and basically laying flowers, paying respects and everything like that, because those soldiers was never recognized when it came to wartime, things, and when they were killed. And so that's how it actually started. I was reading that, and of course, from the certain sites and certain things that I read and went to, they said that holiday or weekend or whatever else was basically hijacked and made an all-inclusive holiday. But it was actually started by a black woman that was going and paying her respects to black soldiers that were killed in wartime.
Man, did not know that.
Me neither.
Today years old, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Today years old. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So, yeah, interesting, man. Interesting, but the more you know.
Right.
But I mean, good weekend. My father's birthday is the 30th, which is Thursday. So he always ends up celebrating on the Memorial weekend, of course.
Long weekend.
Yeah, long weekend. Everybody can kind of move around how they want to. Nobody got to worry about jumping back to work and all that other stuff. So that's what I did this weekend. I went up to Lithonia in Atlanta and chill with Pop. So that was good stuff, man. Got to see run into some old people, friends that I was stationed with in other places. So weekend was good, man. Spend time with family and friends and just drink, talk shit, eat, and just have a good time, and not really worry about doing anything and the all the stressors that come within life. So it was a good let your hair down moment. And I know it sounds kind of crazy because I don't I'm retired, so I don't work and do none of that shit. So it's kind of like, oh nigga, your let hair down moment is all the time, but I mean it really ain't, because you still got to do shit. This Monday through Friday, sometimes you gotta get up and pay bills and run around and do shit. And today I cut motherfucking grass, dog. And so it is what it is. But dog, after you cut the grass and you just look at it, you just want to stand there and put your hands on your hip and be like, nigga, like that's all right right there. Because I felt accomplished after I did that shit.
I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's basically it, dog. I thought we was in the summer, and then someone told me like, nah, summer don't ain't officially till June 20th. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Sheesh.
Well, you being where you are, right? I get it. Up here in this area, like right now, bro, it's kind of chilly outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's iffy here. You had them certain days, but yeah.
No, I'm saying during the day, y'all come up in the evening though. Like time now.
Yeah.
Especially in up parts of Maryland and shit like that. It's cold, bro. It's a little chilly.
Okay. I do want to give a shout out to all the graduates, K through college. K through college. All the graduates. Congratulations to everybody. And yeah, that's big for all of y'all. Well, pre-K through college. Let's do that.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
My big dog definitely got it done.
Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to my grandson. He taking steps now. I like that.
Hey.
Yeah. My little big man. But we ain't got nothing else, man. We can jump into sports.
Do it.
All right. This is where we lose the ladies for about a little while. Skip through. Yeah, we'll be off for a moment. Actually, so to start out with sports, man, I do want to talk about them using the adding the Negro League stats to MLB.
Hey, that deserves a hand clap.
Yeah, absolutely. So now baseball history looks a lot different, and Mr. Josh Gibson name is
about to say. I know Josh Gibson's name is all over that thing.
His name is all over that motherfucker. But that's good and that's big. For those that don't know, the Negro League stats was not basically, they weren't considered real stats, or the actual Negro League players wasn't their stats wasn't considered or counted because they supposedly any non-white athlete or baseball player wasn't considered a major league baseball player because of they were non-white.
Okay.
So right, exactly. So now that has changed, MLB decided to do something about it. Josh Gibson now he's credited with 962 home runs. I'm not gonna read out everything, but if you look at the stats now, as far as in slugging percentage, slugging average, his name is all over the record books.
Good. I will say, I would imagine that my man Satchel Paige squeezed up in there in a couple of records too.
Yeah, I think they added another 28 wins to his total.
Okay.
So I think they gave him 100 and something. It's something crazy, but yeah.
I know he benefited.
Yeah.
Okay.
But good for the MLB, man. They did the right thing. NCAA has decided to pay out over $2 billion to former athletes and current athletes. That's gonna be big. I think with that though, I do think the NCAA is gonna turn into the haves and have-nots, which is already is, but it's gonna be on a larger scale.
Agreed.
So but that's something that they can tackle when they actually when it gets bigger. But I think it's gonna end up being a big problem sooner or later. But I mean, it's good. I mean, for those players, it goes by rating. Was it the star, like 4-star, 5-star, whatever? Like I guess far as the payouts.
As far it's a rating. It's a tier.
Yeah,
it's what it is, and the tiers are based on what type of school you go to or whatnot. With Carolina being in the second tier.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's the way they're doing it, and hey, man, kudos to them.
Right. Yeah. Congratulations to Ivory Latta. Inducted over the weekend. She was inducted to the South Carolina Athletics Hall of Fame.
Did I tell you about Everlasting story?
No.
We'll talk about it offline.
Okay. All right. I met her a couple times. I met her actually playing for the Mystics, but I met her in I ran into her in Columbia at the mall.
I ran into her at Fahrenheit in Charlotte.
Her short so.
Yeah. A couple of years ago.
Tiny thing, but congratulations to her. And condolences and rest in peace to Bill Walton's family, loved ones, and everybody that was affected by this. Bill Walton is one of the greats. He made well, he's a two-time world champion. He's an MVP, six man of the year. What else? He made the 50th and the 75th greatest players. Accolades.
Three-time college player of the year.
Three-time college player of the year, two-time champion at UCAA, right? Something like that. So yeah. So yeah. And the story to me was crazy because when it came out, I looked at it. 71 years old. I didn't know he was battling cancer.
Me neither.
Hit it well. Because he was still doing college. He was commentating. So, throughout the tournament and everything. So yeah, man. Condolences.
Yeah, man.
Where we at? NBA playoffs.
All right.
Congratulations to the Celtics.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you want to talk about or elaborate on that series with Indiana.
What series?
All right. I'm not one that's going bash them for the road they had because you got to play who you play. Injuries is a part of the game. And I think someone said it a little while ago, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. I don't know that most of the time winning the championship is whoever's the healthiest at the end of the year.
It's true. It's hard to go against it.
Right. So, I mean, they battle injuries throughout the season. They just happen to be healthy right now outside of Porzingis. But congratulations to him. Congratulations to Jaylen Brown.
Man, big time.
Yeah.
Big time. For him to be snubbed on the NBA, all NBA teams is fucking nuts.
Right. How much do you think who he is and what he do, like far as in speaking out against certain things and doing? Do you think that play into any of it?
Yeah, I think so, and I think, and also too, I was looking at TV the other day. They were talking about how marketable he is. I know, Stephen A. Smith was saying that he has an NBA source, that says that he's just not marketable and that pretty much he's arrogant, right? And then Isaiah Thomas, Zeke, came back and was like, yo, I know this man since he was he was a youngster at Cal, Berkeley. Right. And so for you to say that he is not marketable or whatever, like name the sources. And Jaylen Brown, as well. I think it has everything to do with what he stands for. I think it has everything to do with how he picks and chooses what represents him and his brand, right? And if the man don't want to do Dunkin' Donuts, I'm just throwing something out there. If the man don't want to be involved in Dunkin' Donuts, doesn't mean he's not marketable. It doesn't mean that he's not, he's not marketable. It just means that he don't want to fucking do Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
So, I mean, kudos to him, man. But ain't no way he should have been left off any NBA team, bro.
No. His play is put him on that level. And I mean, hell, as of right now, he's the highest paid player in the NBA. The market about to reset, but I mean, he got that money for a reason.
Right.
It was available for a reason, so but yeah, congratulations to him, man. Still should have came to UNC, but anyway, we're not gonna hold that against him.
Well, academically, Cal Berkeley as opposed to UNC, you gotta go to Cal.
Yeah.
You got to go to Cal.
He went to play ball, though. We know that.
Well, yeah, but he got his degree.
Yeah. Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
I don't. Minnesota. It's not a good matchup. Them rim runners that Dallas got, The athleticism. What they do well is what Minnesota can't stop. And when I say about that is it's hard to keep Luka and Kyrie out the paint, but whenever they get there or get close to it, of course, defense is going to collapse on them, and all they got to do is throw it up. Lively Gafford is just banging on everybody's head, and then Luka and Kyrie they having their way too. Anthony Edwards, bad decisions here and there. Last night looked a little better. Cat finally showed up to play. I do think Gobert is getting a bad rap. I mean, did I think he was the defensive player of the year anyway? No, I thought Wembanyama was, but the media are the ones that voted him in, and now they acting like, oh, we should regret that shit. I think the defensive player of the year award has become a big man's award anyway, because they've been giving it big man for the longest. I think the last non-big man was probably Kawhi, and before that was probably Tony Allen, and before that is probably Michael Jordan or Gary Payton. That's how far it goes back. Like we probably can name 4 or 5 guards that got it in the last 30, 40 years just because, they credit it to the rim protectors. But granted, against Phoenix, nobody has nothing to say about Gobert's defense, right?
Right.
Nobody
So
said
this is what I
hold on. Against Minnesota, against Denver, the first 2 games, they didn't say nothing. When Denver won those 3 games in a row, they started talking. But we talking about the damn MVP of the league. What other big man is stopping Jokic? It ain't none. And now you putting them in pick and rolls against Kyrie and motherfucking Luka. What big man is gonna stay in front of Kyrie and Luka? Besides maybe Wembanyama, and that's gonna be hard for him. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, he getting it was a defensive player of the year. That's what they gave it to him. But go ahead, man.
This is what I think. I think shame on Minnesota for not understanding personnel.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the reason why. Even if I'll go with the narrative of what everybody else is going with when it comes down to Gobert, right? The problem is, in my opinion, is Cat, and it's not his shooting that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it's not offensively. It's none of that. In this series, Cat has the fucking mismatch. Cat has the fucking mismatch.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that I have with Cat or with the management or whatever is, okay, you can, if you have to take away, if Gobert is a liability, you could put Nas Reed down there and you could put Cat at 4 if Cat takes advantage of the mismatch.
Right.
And plays big man ball.
Right.
I think that at the end of the day, he should work inside out. And Nas Reed should get the bulk of the minutes. That Gobert is, I don't give a fuck about titles, right? But let's just be honest. He can't guard anybody on the court. But you know who can? Nas Reed can.
Yeah, because he's mobile. He's more mobile.
But you can't do it. But you can't do it because Cat is shooting on the fucking threes.
Absolutely.
And he's not taking advantage of the mismatch.
No, not.
What's the young boy? What's the young boy name?
Lively.
No, not Lively. No, not
who?
What is the
who for Minnesota or Dallas?
For Dallas.
PJ. Yeah.
You should be beating his body to oblivion. You should be, hey, little guy, come down here with me.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. 7 foot.
Cat is self-anointing himself as the greatest shooting big man ever.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey,
what type of ball player are you? If you can't expose the mismatch, how good are you? Because Reggie,
you're ineffective.
I'm gonna be real with you, Reggie. If you and I play 1-on-1, I'm going to take you in the paint. If you are going to make me move.
That should be your first. That should be your first instinct. Yeah.
And you should make me move. No. You should get me with pump fakes. You should do pump and go, all that shit.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's going to be an obvious mismatch on both ends. You a better jump shooter than me. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to get me moving and grooving and get to your spot. I'm taller than you. So I'm supposed to get down in the paint.
Right.
Work my magic. If the ball comes off, depend on my length to get the rebound and stay down there. Period.
Hey.
What the fuck are we talking about? This nigga gets on talk about he's shooting
115. What do you say? No, 1500.
1500 shots for what? Big motherfucker. Get down low.
I don't know. Low. That is
and here's the thing. Get down low, push Nas Reed out because he can shoot it.
Yeah.
Gobert can't.
Yeah. Inside outside.
And flip flop. Okay, dog, you hungry? Go get you some.
Right.
Go get you some, dog.
Majority of the highlights you see from yesterday is Cat shooting threes.
And Lively didn't play yesterday.
Right.
So what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know, dog. And yeah, they having trouble with Gafford and Lively. And PJ's having a looking like a damn marksman in the corners.
He looks like the second coming of Bruce Bowen.
Yeah. Shit, PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah. Stretching the floor, hitting timely shots in the corner, big play here and there, hustle plays. I mean, Minnesota got their work cut out for them. And a lot of bad decisions, dog. A lot of bad decisions. It almost felt like for a little while he forgot when to shoot and when to pass.
He said prior to this game,
passive.
He said prior to this game that he was going to be the most aggressive that he's been. He let the world know, bitch, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm firing his mother up.
Yeah, but he had to do that, especially after game 3, because he had the ball in his hand. Well, no. But yeah, before that last shot, he had the ball in his hands, and he drives to the lane, and then tries to kick it out to somebody that wasn't even there. Throws it away instead of, shooting the shot. Right. So, that wasn't the ant that we saw in the Denver series or the Phoenix series.
Right.
So yeah, he gonna have to be more, he gonna have to continue to be more aggressive, and hopefully Cat show up. I told somebody, I think it was game 2, they had got about 25, 26, 27 points from Jaden McDaniel. And of course, Minnesota lost the game in like the last minute. And I'm like, that's the game you're supposed to win, because you never expect your bench players or Jaden McDaniel to give you 28 points. You know what I'm saying? Those the games you're supposed to win. You lose them games, like you in trouble, like you hurting. You never want to throw away 28 points from a motherfucker that you don't expect 28 points from.
Bro. Yes, I do know.
So, that last night was pretty good game. They got to clean up some of that shit. I don't think there was a foul at the end when Luka hit that 3, but at the same time, you got to understand the situation and not put yourself in a position to where they should even look like a foul.
Right.
Because he hit that free throw. We talking a whole new it could be a whole new outcome, because ain't nobody else score after that.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. And I said they're going back to Dallas, though. We'll see. We'll see. But I mean, hey, gotta like him for the talk.
Ain't gonna pop his shit.
Yeah. I like the matchup Boston and Dallas. I don't think it's as crazy as a lot of people telling me. A lot of people telling me because Boston struggled with such and such teams that they see a gentleman sweep coming 4-1, and I think Boston plays down to their competition. But when it comes to matchups, I think Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, all these players you can put them on any one of them ball handlers from Dallas. And I mean, it's not this person's just gonna have their way with them. I don't think so.
I think it's going 7.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be a good series. I would love to see a 7-game series.
I think it's going 7.
Porzingis come back, that's gonna make a whole hell of a lot of difference too.
It should, however, how healthy is realistically? We know this motherfucker's down.
Mm-hmm.
How effective is he going to be coming? You know, he won't be if he play. It's going to take him 2, maybe 3 games to get back in the groove.
Right. Just to get his feet under him.
So yeah, right. So when it comes down to that, you just if I'm a coach, I'm just not throwing him in there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got to come on.
Well, I'm just saying, period. I'm talking about as far as minute goes, right? So I don't know if Porzingis at this point, how effective he will be, because Boston is in a groove.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Derek White has stepped up and did what he had to do. Right? Yep. Holiday, who I thought was going to be the X factor, not Porzingis. Mm-hmm. Holiday is who I thought was going to be the X factor in a run for them. Mm-hmm. Has stepped up.
Yeah. Definitely Derek White is the X factor. And Horford is just, to me, he is the glue. He is the everything.
Al Horford been consistent for so many years, bro.
Yeah. You know what you can get from him.
Yeah,
and then some nights he might give you more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Derek White hit big shot after big shot.
Man, this motherfucker has been taking money from me for the past 2 weeks on motherfucking prize.
That nigga cut that shit off his head, because God.
What happened? That put a little wind on him.
Yeah. Revived him. Yeah, because the motherfucker dunking now and shit. Like he doing a lot of shit he wasn't doing in San Antonio. Fuck out of here. Anything on WNBA?
WNBA wise, man, I would like to make an apology for and say that I was wrong in the fact that so far that Angel Reese's game would not transition over good when it comes down to WNBA. Right. And I have to do it because if you really look at it and what she's doing the exact same thing that she did at LSU.
Yeah.
We knew she was gonna have a motor.
Mm-hmm.
But she has figured out how to insert herself into every single ball game they played.
Yeah. That motor takes you a long way.
A long way.
Yeah.
So I'll say that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the talk, especially Rich Paul saying that it's blasphemy and disrespectful to say that Bronny James is benefiting off of his father's name?
Man, Rich Paul smoking dog food.
Yeah, big time.
Excuse me. Yeah,
Bronny has decided to keep his name in the draft. So
I saw that.
Yeah.
And
has went back.
I saw that.
Which speaks to all we need to know.
Right? Like, for me, I'm sorry, man. Excuse me. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm not surprised that Caleb Love going back, right? He's getting good money. Well, why would you put your name into a draft where you have a pretty high chance of not even getting drafted?
Right.
For what? The same reason why RJ's not.
Yeah. I was saying that because it speaks to Bronny James using that name, because we talking about a Pac-12 Player of the Year, leading scorer, and someone that was a bench player, averaged 4 points a game, that he can sit here and say, well, 10 teams invited him to come for a workout, and he said, you know what? I'm declining it. There's only 2 teams I'm working out for. The Lakers and the Suns. Come on now.
Shut up. And I'm not saying he shouldn't do it.
Right.
Clear. I'm not saying that the man should not do it, right?
But don't shit on us and don't tell us that you're not benefiting off of a name. Like,
well, Rich Paul is going to do that, sir.
Yeah,
it's his job, right? It's his job to uplift Bronny as high as he possibly can to separate himself from LeBron, right? Because attaching Bronny to his dad is not beneficial for him,
right? But how out of touch that even let's say they believe that, how out of touch in the world do you think they are to believe that?
Nobody believes it.
They might. I doubt it. I hope not.
But they don't even fucking believe it. Rich Paul does not believe that. He's just doing his job.
Right.
Come on, man.
You know, it's the privileged ones that never think they're privileged.
Guess what? Hot take.
Mm-hmm.
If Bronny and Bryce were the same age, Bryce would be the better prospect.
I believe he would.
Right fucking now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I believe so. That ain't far-fetched for me.
It ain't far-fetched at all for nobody. If you look, if you pay attention, and anybody who ain't paying, who would fight me on that, is smoking dog food too, Reggie. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Good luck to Bronny. I wish him the best.
Absolutely.
I hope the thing goes the way it's supposed to go. But guess what? Here's the thing. The other side has been doing that for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I don't want it to sound like we are hating, because we're not. I'm saying, bruh, do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Bronny was probably 3rd or 4th best on his team.
Right. I don't even. I think he's lower than that, honestly.
Well, he probably maybe.
Yeah. I gotta look at them names, but yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Right.
He ain't better than Boogie Ellis.
No. Yeah, he wouldn't even start on the team. Yeah. We're gonna leave Bronny alone.
Before it sounded like we hating on
him. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to be so dated on a lot of stuff, because I didn't change shit from last week, honestly. But the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill was voted as the number 1 album of all time, right?
On Apple.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I agree with that. While I love the album, I honestly, I didn't go through the albums in my mind of what I think would be number 1, but just me speaking off the top of my head, it's not number 1 for me. And as much as I love that album, I love it. But I don't even know if it stood the test of time. I don't know when the last time I listened to that album, actually. It might be one of those test of time things too for me.
Okay. I think for me, I think it's kind of I could see why it was chosen, right? I do when I'm looking back on it. Is it something that I go back and visit often? No.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. However, the body of work is there. The body of work is undeniable. Right. What the album did, it's definitely a timeless album.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pen
wise, whether it was her or Prize or the fucking Wyclef, whoever the fuck wrote this shit.
Yeah, I saw that she didn't write nothing on it. I saw that earlier.
Right? So who wrote the shit?
Clef, I think, and whoever else probably.
Right. So I get it. I am one to say that she definitely deserves her flowers.
Yeah.
But it's hard to pick one album.
I agree.
Number one album, bro. Like, come on.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Because I mean, some of the albums I looked up, I looked that up there, like Thriller.
It's the miseducation of Lauryn Hill better than the album Thriller.
I have to go back. I can't do that. Yeah, I mean,
I know you can't. I know you can't. I know that.
But you know what? We can't add R. Kelly in there, but TP2 to me holds. Whew. I mean, we can't speak about it, but when you talk about front to back, wow,
Bangers, right?
yeah. All right. Kendrick Lamar's All Right was voted or is being said that it is the best song during the streaming era. Let me get the verbiage right. Yep, Spotify ranks All Right by Kendrick Lamar as the number one greatest hip hop song of the streaming era. I don't agree with that either. I like the song. I understand the time that it came out. I understand the time that To Pimp a Butterfly came out. What was happening in the world. That was around the Trayvon Martin and a lot of but I mean, I honestly, All Right is not even a top, probably not a top 10 Kendrick Lamar song for me. For me.
For you.
Right. I mean, I like it, but I mean, if I was to look at the albums and just pick songs off the album to play, I don't know if it'd be in that 10. It might be, it might not be.
You got a different ear, man.
Yeah.
And let's just be real. We know who's picking this, and we know who is not picking it. All Right is a damn good song, right?
Yeah.
And it's popular in all. It correlates to all different walks of life, dog.
Yeah.
And I think that's what gave it the nod.
Right. I agree. I think the last time we talked, the last time we potted, the video had came out from Diddy and Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, an apology video has came out, which I felt like was a bunch of bullshit.
Tell me why you think it was a bunch of bullshit.
Well, honestly, I don't think the video needed to be made. And I say that because I felt like if who was he apologizing to? Us that we saw the video? Or was he apologizing because he did it? That's what I get confused at.
Here's the thing about it, bro. For one, like I don't know who the fuck he was apologizing to, right?
Okay.
But keep in mind, contractually, he can't mention that woman.
Yeah, he can't mention her name, but he can reference. She can't mention his name. He can't mention her name, right? Yeah.
Right. Did it sound horrible? Yeah, it sounded horrible, but he had to say something. He had to. The public figure, it is what it is, right? Like, if we're going off of his image and all this shit and who he is, Brother Love, or whatever the fuck the nigga name is today, I don't know. He had to say something. there was no right way to go about it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most would say for that reason that he probably should have kept his mouth shut.
Yes, or either get your team, lawyers, or whoever to write a good something so you can post it instead of you doing a video. Because people are going to read you far as in how you look, the words you say, how you choose to say it, everything. So I guess the words will work better.
Got it.
Even though they're going to say, hey, well, this is bullshit too, or whatever else. But I just think the word, because your line of work or, anyone else, you might be trained or supposed to read somebody's body language. And go off of, okay, how they say this word. Oh, you stuttered on this. It was a lot of ands and ums and buts and this and that. So, I mean, it's almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was
It's
no right.
Yeah.
There's no right in it. So while the people that are saying that he should have just probably just shut the fuck up, I feel it.
Especially coming off of this is a money grab for her. None of this shit is I've been publicly, they're trying to publicly castrate me and make me look to be a bad guy. All these allegations are false and I will be vindicated, blah, 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 blah.
I would never say that knowing that some shit was out there like that.
Yeah.
No,
Bad move. And then Kelly Price, she went on to basically show support for him, not basically like, she's praying for him. She can't wait to see him bounce back. I thought that was a read the room type moment. Like this might not be the time for that.
Okay, Rich. All right.
Nothing wrong with doing it, but
okay. So what I'm saying is, let's just say I was under scrutiny for whatever reason, and they come to you, media, whomever, right? And they come to you and they ask you what you think. What do you think? At the end of the day, no matter, even if I was in the wrong, right? I don't think me being in the wrong is gonna make you say like I don't fuck with bro.
Right. Well, I think she chose her platform to do it without being asked, right? So I mean, I think one of the biggest problems with them is, and it can go back to Puff what we were just saying. She could have called Puff or text him that.
True shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I fuck with you, I support you, blah, 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 blah. Instead of, hey, tweeting this out to the millions of fans that she have and everybody else that's going to see this shit.
True shit.
That's why I said I just think it was one of those read the room type moments. Because I think she did that. It wasn't even 24 hours after the video dropped. Like, I mean, of course, we don't want to see this man killed, hung, put the, sentenced to death and none of the other shit. But, I think if you're going to give somebody some support right now, maybe it should be Cassie first. But then again, she might not have a relationship with Cassie. So I can't, fault her for that either. So it might want to be one of those, okay, I'm gonna read the room type thing and just be quiet. I'll wait till next week, and then give my heartfelt thing, whatever. Like tell them, hey, I support you. I just want to see you get back on your feet. I seen you at your lowest time, seen you at your highest time, and I know you're gonna get through this and come out a better man. There's nothing wrong with it.
I get where you're coming with it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Now, Corey Holcomb goes on to say, all women ain't victims, which, yeah, right. No shit. But he questioned if Cassie was a victim while she was in a relationship with Diddy. basically saying that it's documented that Kim Porter's friend said that Cassie helped torture Kim Porter with Diddy and helped Diddy do other things, like far as in providing him with some of her menstrual cycle, and he put it in people's drink, people food. She helped him recruit women to do this and do that, and men and all sorts of stuff. So basically, he's questioning if Cassie is really a victim. But you can be a victim and still do those things.
Exactly.
If you're forced.
Exactly.
And we saw a video of this woman getting beat on. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first, second, third, or fourth, fifth time.
Oh, well, it don't matter if it was the first.
Right.
It don't matter when it was. The fact of the matter is that.
Yeah. So what's a victim? I mean, that's says victim to me.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's that was the stupidest shit I heard. I was confused by Vivica Fox saying that she's finally ready to look for a husband and she's taking boyfriend applications at 60. And I guess I shouldn't have said the age, but I don't know. Like they look at us different for wanting if we would want to run the streets until you 60.
Right. 100%.
So I guess that's why I said that.
Well, I hope
because a woman would tell you, yeah, Dre, you need to be trying to settle down. What, you know what I'm saying? Well, you've probably heard that.
Man, what have I?
So
have I?
We see the memes all day. Niggas 35 and older out here still trying to run the streets to do this. Y'all, look, you got one foot in the grave almost. Like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Age-wise, it's a bit wild.
Yeah.
It's a bit wild. But hey, better late than never, man. Go out there and find your forever.
You're right. Better late than never. Damn, well, she gave the streets all that beauty before 60. Not saying she's a bad looking woman now, but not saying she's a bad woman now, but damn. And I mean, honestly, she might have been took through the ringer by a couple niggas, so she probably just like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah.
So who knows? Hey,
Red, you saying she gave her best years to the streets?
Oh man, it's quite possible. I believe she got it. Who knows? No, you trying to get me in trouble. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just interesting. What makes you want to settle down now at 60 versus 40 or 45? 30, and I get it. I mean, it might be a job, it might be whatever. And it might be, like I said, you've been ran through the ringer, and now you like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do this shit. I don't want to be involved with no man. And then, boom, 60 years old, you're like, you know what? I want a companion.
Yeah. And that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck, Vivica.
I mean, hey, if somebody out there want a piece of that ass, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully it ain't for the money, though. Hopefully it's not for the money.
God.
Does your I saw this quote the other day. What the fuck? Where's it at? It says, "My daddy is the reason I expect so much from a man, but a lot of y'all don't understand that, for real. And I had a conversation with somebody, and we was just basically talking about how much should a parent, I guess, mold or shape your dating life, or what you expect from people. And I was kind of
starts in the home.
Yeah, it does, but Um, I was stuck on the part that, you know, there's a type of love that I'm gonna always get from my mom that I'm never gonna find anywhere else out there. Like, honestly, I can be in a relationship with a woman and something can happen. We can get an argument, and I can say something to her, and she might never want to talk to me ever again. Fuck you. I don't like love you, like blah, 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 whatever else. My mom, we can get an argument, which we're not, but my mom ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that love, like that's gonna when we talk about unconditional love, you're probably gonna get that unconditional love, and just like I know, your mom, you're her only son, her only child. I'm my mom's only son, so there's a special bond, love that we both have, with our mothers. Like it's gonna be a different kind of love that we receive from our mom than our mate. But the thing, what I'm saying is, a woman can leave me today. My mom is never going to leave me. So while there are things that I'm going to, take and be like, you know what, it starts at home. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I think I'm a little hesitant to even be like, my mom did this, my mom did that. So what I'm expecting for a woman, that's why I expect so much from a woman. I
Did this come from a man or from a woman?
Woman.
It's different, brother. It's different because at the end of the day, the tone, unfortunately, society tells us that a man is going to run off on whomever he can, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to put whatever he can. He's going to get off whatever bullshit he can get off. Like that's something that society says is going to happen. Now, why all men aren't like that? There are a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not a lot of women,
Mm-hmm.
but when you said that, I knew it came from a woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But here's the thing. The reason why I said it starts in the home is because and you are, I'm not even gonna say guilty, but you have done it as well. You set the standard for certain things that a man should do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If he is interested, if he cares about you, he will do these things. You should be treated this way, right? Of course, you can't show your daughters necessarily everything from top to bottom on what a man that is courting them looks like. You can't, but the foundation starts in the house, in the home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just that simple.
And it is a foundation, but then I mean, on the other side of it, and this is just devil's advocate. Dad does those things and show you those things because like with your daughter, like you probably gonna tell her like, hey, look, there ain't gonna never be another man that got you like me. You know what I'm saying? Daddy's gonna love you. Daddy's gonna like it's almost like you can do no wrong here. You know what I'm saying? But with another man, it might be something different. So yeah, these things that daddy's gonna do, like this love is unconditional. Not to say that this man don't love you, but he might not open doors. He might not, do this or do that for you. But guess what? He does love you. Daddy just love you a whole different kind of way.
I'm not going to take that approach. I'm going to say this is the foundation. This is the standard. This is the benchmark.
Oh no! I'm not saying you should take that approach.
Yeah. But I'm just letting you know how I'm giving it up. This is bare minimal. I'm going to show you bare minimal of what needs to happen. Because based on what I'm doing, what I'm showing you, I'm also showing the woman in my life.
Right. Now, think back to how many women you have dated, dealt with, or whatever else. That guess what? They ain't have nobody open doors for them. They ain't have nobody do this or do that for them. They ain't have. So Like, so it ain't all that common, really.
No, it's not that common.
Yeah.
It's not that common, but ultimately, I think for her, I think that she should have things that she has in her mind, and that's where I come in at. That
Mm-hmm.
are okay. If you want me to respect you as a man, then respect me as a woman, and as
Mm-hmm.
a woman, these are my expectations because as men we have expectations,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm going off of. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And we've had this conversation. We're not gonna go back to it, but the flip side is who tells the young women how they should treat, react, or act towards a man that they're with and interested in. Like, you know.
Other side of it, I do that as well.
Yeah.
I do
Um,
that as well. I mean, I don't like to do it, but and I mind you, I have an 11-year-old,
mhm.
but at the same time, slowly but surely, we get into that.
There's a question I asked on Facebook earlier. I said, ladies, would you give up 50K a month in alimony to marry the man that you think is the love of your life, that you're and basically somebody that you're dating, you're involved with?
So
And
take the money or the man.
yeah.
Okay,
Um, I mean, of course, the majority said no.
they taking the money or the man. They taking the man.
They're taking the money. There's a couple that it's a couple that said, basically, I'm going to choose this man that the love of my life. I'm going to marry him. The majority said no, they're not giving up the alimony. Um, if you had a woman that you were in love with, head over heels,
Yeah.
she's been divorced a little while, she's receiving alimony.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to pop this question, make this woman your wife?
Mm-hmm.
She's not ready because she don't want to give up this money.
Okay.
What does that tell you?
That's telling me that it's a business move. That's
Mm-hmm.
telling me that ultimately that I could be replaced. It's telling me where we are as far as our relationship goes, right? Like, because I think for me, a, a ring doesn't say that I love you any more, any less, bro. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
just how I give it up. Marriage is a legal binding document, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not rushing to motherfucking do Usain Bolt sprint back to the altar. I'm not. Will it make me feel away because I'm human? Yes, I would think about it, but ultimately, that's 50 racks.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That's 50 racks, and at the end of the day, marriage or relationships is a business,
Mm-hmm.
and I just hope that I'm on the right side of the business.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I can't fault her for
Yeah.
not wanting it, but uh also I guess it's like I'm glad I've never been in that situation. Hopefully never will. For your woman to tell you like, nah, like basically, this money that I'm getting from my ex is more important than, us uh getting married. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Is it though? If you're on the right side of it,
So, well, tell me what's the right. Well, I mean, when you say right side of it, what do you mean? Like, you're benefiting off of it too?
yeah.
At the end of the day, as a man, you want to benefit off of it?
I didn't say I want to.
Okay, all right.
I,
Well,
I,
well, I
I,
mean,
I
so
didn't. I didn't. I
go
didn't.
ahead.
What I'm saying is you cannot want to all you want, but off that
Mhm.
50K, and this woman is doing things for you. How do you know what was paid for and what
True,
wasn't? How much you turn it out?
true. You're true. But Dre, you've been in relationships like that before. I'm guarantee you have.
Been in relationships like what?
To where you had somebody caking on you, and I'm not talking about like anyone that maybe you like something serious. Like you've had women that would, you know, I guess you could consider maybe they were, damn, lack of better words, a sugar mama.
That I got up that I've been from.
Yeah, that and you didn't need it, but you know they was.
But I benefited from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And at the same time, I think for me, a lot of those relationships turn out to be more or less of, you know, I guess it was more of what I was getting from her versus, you know, okay, where I wanted to be with her in life.
Mm. Okay. Well, obviously you ain't with her today, so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, I've been in it. And that's part of the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. It goes, both ways, bro. It does. It goes both ways.
So I think the key thing is if you wanted to like I guess it is where you hold how you value marriage. And if you want to be married, you want to that marriage is something to you that officially says, okay, we are locked in. This is me, you, and that's it. If you're fine with, you know what, and like you said, this is illegal. This is it's just a piece of paper. I can give you the world, me, my love, and everything I have to offer without this paper, and strictly be monogamous with you without this paper. Then, I mean, you're gonna be fine with it.
Right.
And if that's that to me, if that's the route you want to take, then we're gonna take we can take this route. Now, on the other hand, if something happens and there's stipulations on this alimony and it runs out, and she turn around and say, you know what, Dre, I think I'm ready to get married now. How do you?
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not so you got to be quicker than that, baby.
Because what if the deal was, okay, you're going to get this 50K for 3 years. It runs out, but you already had the ring, everything. You proposed, and she basically told you like, I can't get
conversation. Had a conversation with me. We adults had a conversation with me. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and I was getting alimony or whatever the fuck, right? And it was like, hey, I'm ready to go to this next level. Guess what? At the end of the day, business is business. I'm going to say this contract that I have going on ends at this time. I'm fucking with you. I'm rocking with you.
Yeah.
After that, then we can, whenever that happens, whenever the contract is up or whatever case may be, if you want to explore it, even though I don't want to, whether I'm getting money or not, like talking about, like it's not high on my list, then let's visit it. Let's revisit it. And you can take it or leave it. Because I still got that 50K in my pocket.
The monthly sum, yeah. In a relationship, can you compromise sex? And I'll give you a reason why I asked this. So I was reading this thing on Reddit. This guy basically was talking about, you know, the things that him and his wife going through. And he basically said he feels like he's always the one initiating sex now. Like there are times that he would like her to, not all the time, but there are times. If he don't do nothing, nothing happens, basically. So he expressed that to her, and she said that before, well, as of like right now, sex does not hold the same value in their relationship for her that it does for him. He said it hurt to hear, but he had to respect her opinion. He said he's talked to her many times about this. She assured him that that he was that's how she felt. He said he's sexually frustrated. And they talk about it every 6 months or so. It would either end in her crying and him apologizing, or her saying that she'd be more open to initiating, which never happens. So now he's here. Don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to initiation, I think as a man, like I definitely this is definitely going to be a knock against any woman that I'm dealing with if she doesn't initiate at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a knock on you.
Right.
Because everybody wants to feel wanted, right?
You're absolutely right.
Okay. It's that simple.
I can't compromise sex, not in a relationship, especially a marriage. If we like, I mean, I feel like that's a part of. Is it bad to say deal, or part of the relationship? When you form a union or a bond with someone, that's what comes with it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So somewhere or another, I'm not gonna say cheating is the answer, but you have to please your partner.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not gonna compromise it. I understand there are times that it's not gonna happen. That you would like to, and those are the days that you have to deal with it and have that talk. But to have that talk every 6 months, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, hey, look, we on the merry-go-round. Something got to change. Like we doing the same song and dance.
Right.
It ain't nothing changing. To end a relationship over sex is tough.
Is it though?
Well, I guess not, because it's one of those things. I always have said this, like some of the biggest things in relationships: money, communication, sex.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some, those are three of the biggest. Though if none of those are right, it's gonna be a whole lot of problems and issues in that relationship. And of course, you can throw some others in there, but I think those are three of the biggest.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
All right, man. Let's get to these unapologetic truths.
Let's do it.
And where are we at? I want to give a shout out to Tasha again for rocking with us last episode.
No questions. Appreciate you, Tasha.
Absolutely. All right. Damn. What's a risk you took that shaped who you are today?
A risk that I took that shaped who I am.
Shit, I got a couple of these
today.
Yeah. I'll start early. Going in the Army. And
I definitely was gonna say that.
Getting a divorce from a very, very bad. Well, I only been married once, so yeah, that a very, very, very bad relationship. And having a daughter. Oh my God. Oh my God.
A risk I took. I'll say changing my job.
Well, having a daughter ain't a risk though, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say changing my job from being HR, going into what I'm in today and the doors
Mm-hmm.
that it opened. It was the right choice. Um, and it's opened up so many doors
Mm-hmm.
already.
Got you. All right. Should cheating be defined early in a relationship, or is it something that you feel like it should be already known?
What do you mean?
Uh, i.e., what do you consider cheating? What's not cheating? Or is that something that should already be like a no-brainer? I
No, it's
guess
not.
that's what it's
It,
saying.
it's not a no brainer.
Right. No, it's not.
It's not a no brainer. Definitely something that should be defined.
Yeah, I agree. 100% defined because, you know, everyone has their differences. I mean, do you care to know your partner's sexual past? Eh, eh,
As
uh,
far as what I would,
I don't want to know no body count,
you're right, but I want to know what
but
you've able to dabbled in, what you've
right.
experienced.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that for sure. Um, some of those things, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, hey, I've been in a porno, I've done a gangbang, I've done okay, all right, like, I know.
You don't want to know none of that.
I know I do. I would.
Hmm.
I wouldn't ask, but I mean, I far as in us, because you're gonna have those conversations here and there. You with your lady, and y'all start talking about past things, or maybe you might bring, you might a sexual experience might come up. Like, yeah, I wouldn't stop that now. Don't sit here and try to count out how many uh bodies you got on your jacket. Like, I don't hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That yeah, but yeah, some of the other things, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That'll be it, man. I had one more thing, but I can't remember, so it don't even matter. We can wrap it up.
No doubt, man. Well, shout out to you, big dog, as always, for keeping this thing afloat, man. Shout out to my support system. I appreciate you. Shout out for everything. Shout out to my babies, man. Like I said, my summer is getting ready to start, man. I'm so excited, bro. I'm getting things in order. Well, have been getting things in order over the past couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Shout out to Elisha, man. Finding out that she's officially a homeowner now, man. Getting out there, bro. Getting on board. So very, 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 very proud of you. Big step. Getting out there and submitting um, something to leave for your children, and that's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, mental health is real. Myself and Reg may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on Facebook and IG and or our individual IGs and our Facebook, and I can assure you we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. Appreciate you too as well. Definitely want to give a shout out to my father. Happy birthday. He turned 69 on Thursday.
Okay.
Yep. Um, been through a lot, man. So I
Happy
can't
birthday.
yeah, definitely been through a lot. Couple strokes, everything. Like you name it, he's been through it. But he's still here, still pushing. Um, but to the rest of my family, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love, the support, and all the help. And we forgot to did we give a shout out to mother on Mother's Day? I don't think we did. I was thinking about that earlier, like because it happened that Sunday. We recorded. I think we probably recorded earlier or something. I don't know, but yeah. And even if we did, I want to give another Mother's Day out to all the mothers. But to my babies, I love y'all, miss y'all, cannot wait to see y'all. Man, I was so excited when Patrick sent me this picture of little man taking these steps. I that's a joy in itself, man. I just find myself missing, kids this size, man. But
Yeah.
can't go back.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
Nah, don't want to. But yeah, man, I'm just so excited, man. It's a great feeling. Ready for the summer to get officially underway and take these trips and just have fun. I definitely got to make it up that way. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. Another episode. Thank y'all for being patient with us and not getting on us for releasing an episode last week. Usually I get a couple of messages, but I didn't get nothing. But I understand because there's a long weekend, so
right,
a lot to do. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good weekend and a safe weekend, and it continues on in this weekend and throughout the summer. But like once again, we appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.